Okay, so this is Giants already scored. Okay, so this is the second week of the lifestyle project, and the things that I chose to cut back on were water, my electricity usage, and eating meat. So on the 20th, which was Monday, I used water bottles to make my coffee in the morning in the dorm room, but that's because I really don't like the water fountain water, but I recycled the bottles. So, yeah. And then I really need to get a water purifier, but I don't really have the money for it right now. And in that case, I would totally be able to use the water fountain water, but it's just, I need a water purifier first. For breakfast that morning, I had eggs and potatoes, and I skipped out on the ham. And it looked really good. I didn't have any. And then I did laundry that day, but I only did the darks, not the lights, because I didn't have enough lights to fill up the whole washing machine. So I'm going to wait until I have more whites to wash. I used the community computers to save energy, because they're already on, and someone might as well use them. Plus, I get to print for free. I didn't leave the water running that morning when I washed my face, did dishes, and brushed my teeth. And then I ate for lunch. I had just had some trail mix. I wasn't that hungry, but I didn't eat any meat or use any water or electricity to make that. I used the natural light to study. And when I went to the gym, I drank from the water fountain. And then I had the U-Course class. And then I ate dinner at Sutter. I had these vegetarian, taco things that were alright. And I also had a salad, which was, again, okay. And I just had some cereal because I was still hungry by the end of it. And then before bed, instead of watching Netflix, I read a book, which has actually been putting me to sleep faster. And then that way the Netflix is just running and running when I'm asleep. And then on Tuesday, I had coffee from the dining hall instead of in my room, so I saved electricity and I saved water, and I got to bring a thermos so I could have more coffee with me. I could take it with me. I had eggs and potatoes again, no bacon, and I used the natural light instead of the big overhead lights for my makeup and to study and stuff. I don't really like to use the big overhead lights anyway. The lighting is not as good, and it's not as good as the natural light, so I just have been sitting closer to the window to do my homework. Me and my roommate have not been using the air conditioning or heat. One, because the weather's been pretty nice. It's been nice and cool, so we don't really need the heat yet, but we definitely don't need the air conditioning. And then we've also been trying to prevent getting sick. There's strep throat going around, so we don't want to use the same air conditioning or breathe the same air as everyone else in the building, because more likely that we would get strep. And then I use the community computers again. I listen to music on my phone with my headphones instead of using additional speakers or my laptop, because it's sort of a waste of energy when I could just listen to it with my headphones and it would sound even better. And I've been reading with the natural light again. Today I had no class, so I haven't really done anything. I went to the cafe for lunch. Oh, Gregor Blanco scored. Okay, so I didn't have class today, so I've barely done anything. I went to the cafe for lunch and I had the vegetarian chili instead of the regular meat chili, and I really wanted the regular meat chili, but I just got the vegetarian stuff instead. And then I read with natural lighting again. I've been reading The Shining by Stephen King because it's almost Halloween. So I've been reading a lot, and I had no homework today, so didn't use any unnecessary electricity for that. I've realized that I've become a little more conscious of when lights are on unnecessarily, in a room when no one's in there, or if you don't really need to be using it. I just sort of started noticing that more. And then the no meat thing has been pretty easy, because the meat at Sutter is not that good, so it's kind of easy to pass up. And I'm also living on a budget, so I'm not really going out to fast food and restaurants and stuff as much, so it's been pretty easy. For dinner, I'm gonna have leftovers, so I don't have to use any water for the cooking or cleaning of the dishes. I just have to microwave them. And I've been trying to use reusable water bottles more. I'll fill it up at my cousin's house because she has a water filter, so it tastes a lot better, but I just don't really like the water fountain water from the dorms. So it's been a little more difficult, but trying.